Hey y'all, it's me, Chiquita1, just getting back to you. I know it's been a heck of a long time since I've made an actual video. I'm pretty sure it's been over a year. Just a lot of changes in my life recently. Moved into a new house, changing schools, changing places where I work. So just life has been really crazy busy in order for me to make a video. So now here I am, and I just wanted to update you on all that's going on. Um, I haven't really changed much in regards to my weight. I'm pretty much stuck at the 130 area. I gain, depending on my emotions or depending on just how busy I am and stuff like that. I will gain a flux between 3 to 6 pounds. My goal weight for my doctor for me was about 125. I've never really reached that goal weight. I've just pretty much been, the lowest I've actually been to was 127. And then, yeah, I just never really met that 125. I would like to, maybe one of these days, but at this point in time, I'm really just happy with that 130 and then just fluxing between the 133, 136 weight range. I am about almost 17 days from my 3-year sugerversary. I don't know if I should make a video then or not, but yeah, almost 3 years out, and for me to be in that 130 range and not really gaining much weight, just the fluxing between those times has been really, I'm really just kind of happy with that. I do work in a medical facility, and I talk to a lot of people who have had their any kind of bypass surgery or with the just different type of surgeries that they've had, and there's some people who are really focused and try to stick with it, and then there's just some people who just get right back to where their weight was. And I just really try to talk with them and see where they're at. It's just mostly kind of like something I like to talk about with people who've had surgeries or looking into surgeries, or I like to give my input and let them know where I'm at in my stage of my surgery. And for the most part, I am really actually kind of happy with my weight. I really have had to mentally deal with the extra skin. I do have a lot of extra skin on my belly and under my arms and in between my legs. Some of it is just, it pretty much hangs over, so I do wear a lot of, only when I'm going out, really. I don't really wear it, when I'm at work or when I'm hanging out at home or anything like that. I wear those, shirts that hold everything in, so, and that's only when I'm really going out. I feel like I want to just be a little bit tighter, but when I'm at home, I really kind of just chill and don't really think about that. I think one of my biggest problems is that I have a tendency to still wear big and baggy clothes, and that is just kind of like ongoing insecurity with me, and just me feeling in my comfort zone by wearing baggier, bigger clothes. It's just something I just continuously do, and I probably will always continuously do that until I probably get enough money for a surgery or something like that to get at least, I don't really care about a surgery on my arms, or I don't really care about no surgery and taking off the skin on my legs. Mostly the part that actually bothers me is just my belly, where I have a lot of skin that's just hanging over the pelvic area and in that area. So it's just hard to find clothes. Like, I know I would wear a different size that is smaller for me, but because I have that extra skin in the front, I do have to compensate for that. So I do have to wear somewhat of a larger size just to compensate for the extra skin that hovers over my hip area. And that's pretty much not just because of my weight, but I did have 3 C-sections, and I have had a couple of other abdominal surgeries there. Well, one other abdominal surgery there. So my abdominal muscles in that area are pretty much just shot. So that's another reason why my skin hangs extra, but it just became worse now that I've lost my weight, and it's just there, and that's just something I pretty much have to deal with until whenever I actually get some extra funds to do that surgery and get that taken care of. Some part of me is like, yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it just to have a little bit more confidence about myself. And then there's another part of me who's just like, well, I'm already 38 and a half. And, is it really necessary for me to actually get that surgery done and have another procedure done just to satisfy myself? I don't know. It's just something to think about, I guess. Another thing is exercise. I've been in the process of moving since about October of this year. So I really haven't, I haven't worked out in about almost 4 months now. It'll be. So I'm really feeling the difference in my skin. When I worked out before, that's when my weight would get heavier, was when I'm really focused on working out, because I get that muscle weight going on, and that part of me feels confident, and then you have that part of you that looks at the scale and it tricks you in your head, and you're like looking at the scale and you see your weight going up and up and up, and you're telling yourself, what is going on? I know I'm working out, I'm drinking my water, I'm doing all this kind of stuff, and why am I gaining weight? And it could really mess with you in your head. And, I just got to, some days I would tell myself, look, you're gaining a lot of muscle. It's actually something that you can see definition in your stomach, definition in your legs, definition in your arms. Don't let the scale mess with your head. That's another bad thing that I have a tendency to do is, first thing when I wake up in the morning is I'm up on that scale. I use the bathroom and I get up on that scale. And that's just something that has become habit. Since I've been in this process of moving, I haven't had that alter addiction to satisfy me. So right now I'm just kind of, waiting for life to slow down just a little bit, just so I could actually get back on track into working out, because that was something that is something that really makes me extremely happy, and it burns a lot of stress. I mean, there's been times where I've been so stressed out, and I'm just like, I really need to get on that treadmill, because if not, I'm probably going to kill somebody. So, yeah, I really need to get back to that. I've had so much things going on in life for me right now with this move, and, the process of just buying a house and moving into a house and changing schools and having to transfer my job to another facility and having to get used to that. And also I have my godfather who is currently in the hospital here in Arizona. He's been here since about June of this year, and since I'm the only family member that is here for him, that's just another thing that, is added out to my list of things that I have to do. So my life has just been crazy busy. And right now I'm just so thankful that, with all the stress and with all the emotions and with all the things that are just going on, swirling around me, I'm still able to focus and know the cues of what is stress eating and what is, hunger. And, that's just something I've had to really recognize a lot. And there's been times where I'm just like, I'm really feeling emotional right now, and I can feel the hunger. So I'm really glad that I've actually took the time and took enough time to be able to speak with somebody in regards to figuring out those emotional cues. I know some people, when they have to go through their surgery, they only have to see a counselor once or twice or maybe for 2 weeks or whatever. I actually went for 6 months straight to a counselor, and I think that was weekly, just to discuss emotions, things that I was going through, and that kind of stuff, and recognizing emotional cues. And and I think personally it helped me out with my binge eating in some ways, just to recognize those cues. But it just did help me out in having an unbiased person to talk to, and I don't know, just to figure out where your mind is at and why you do some of the things you do. I know because I haven't found that, or I haven't gone back to my alter addiction. I've had some tendencies recently in the past, I would say 3 months, since we've moved here in October. I've become have a lot more insomnia. Really hard for me to go to sleep at night. When I get out of work, I have a tendency to feel like I'm starving when I technically know I'm not. And you know, I'm not starving, and I know that I'm just not thirsty. I haven't drunk, sorry, any water. So, because usually at work, I mean, there's plenty of water there, but I'm just so incredibly busy at work that just to take the time to actually focus on my drink has just been nuts. So yeah, this last 3 months have been just crazy. Not being able to focus on my eating or my drinking like I should. I haven't been taking my protein. Usually I would drink a lot of protein during the daytime. I would drink protein first thing in the morning when I go to work, and you know, that would help me with most of my drinking intake. But yeah, I feel some of the bad habits kind of creeping up behind me, and I'm just like, I keep telling myself, you know, wait, when your time is slowed down, when things have become normal, you'll be able to go back to some of the things that you've been doing. But I think just thinking about it, I just really have to prove to myself after this next year, to get that taken care of. So with that going on, like I said, January 17th will be my 3-year sugerversary. I pretty much maintained the weight that I've stopped at, from 130 to 136. I probably will update on my sugerversary on the 17th. I just wanted to come on in and do a quick update and just say hello to everybody. And I also wanted to say Happy New Year. Alrighty, guys. Talk to you later. Mwah. LOVE.